Hello, everyone. As you can see on the street, Columbus, Ohio has just experienced a beautiful snowstorm. The city is transformed into a winter wonderland. With the roads covered in a layer of snow, it's a sight to behold. I have been out capturing the breathtaking scenes and I can't wait to share them with you. I hope you enjoy the content and find it as thrilling as I do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notification. And please remember to like and share the videos with your friends and family. Thank you for your support and I look forward to continue this journey together. Stay warm and safety, everyone. Today's video, our journey begins in Dublin, Ohio, which is a charming suburb known for its Irish heritage. You can see that the snow-covered streets and buildings create a magical atmosphere. Oh my God! I hope you can see it as well. What I'm seeing on the screen, and as I navigate the wintry road with care, I hope you can see the beauty of the city blanket in white. So we're going to continue our journey as I earlier stated. That is going to the journey is just basically going to be on Dublin, Worthington, and then we go to Columbus. So this is where we're going to drive through, and it's just going to be the streets. That's basically what we're going to do. So what we are seeing on our screen now, we can say that we are on Dublin. So that's what we're doing now. So we can say that from Dublin, we're going to we're going to drive through the city of Worthington, which is a historic town. You will see the beautiful architects and then the peaceful ambience of the community, all while being curious on the snowy streets. You always have to be cautious whenever you're on the snow, and always when it snows. And then finally, we will drive through the city of Columbus, Ohio. So basically, this is going to be the fun that we're going to do. So all the fun that we're going to do is just look around. And then we're going to see how beautiful the snow has been on the street. So it's like I know a lot of people that really like snow, and some people too don't really like snow. So it's going to be like a mixed reaction, because some people will say, oh, I love snow. Some people too say that they don't really like snow. So I just want you to just have it, and also I'm going to give you some safety tips as well when driving in the snow as well. So what I'm going to tell you now is that as we continue our journey, I said now we drive through those cities. You always have to be responsible when driving during winter conditions. Basically, these are the things that you should always look out for or keep in mind. So these are some tips that I would say. You always have to allow yourself enough time whenever you are driving in the snow. So basically, your job starts at 7. You don't wait to leave at home at maybe 6:30. You can just, depending on the distance, I would say. So if it takes you 1 hour to drive, I would say make room for maybe 2 hours or an hour and a half, because you don't need to drive fast on it. So you always have to allow enough time when you are driving through the snow. And I would also say that you have to always keep your gas tank full when driving in the snow, because it could be that there's going to be some roadblock accident on the street, that there's no movement of car, anything, that you have to stuck in one place. You cannot say that you want to turn off your engine because it's cold, and then when you turn off your engine when it's cold, you're going to be freezing to death. So you always have to make sure that you have a reasonable amount of gas in your tank as well. And then I would say that you have to keep your windshield and windows clear. So always make sure that those two things are very clear, so that it's going to be very easy for you to see when you're driving, because some people just try to punch a little hole in the ice when it's on their windscreen. They just, instead of cleaning everything, they just do a little bit, because they know when the car warms up and it drives, it's going to melt all the ice as well. But it's not a good safety tip. You just have to make sure that take off the snows and make sure that you can see before you begin to drive. So that's one thing you should put it in your mind. And as well, don't forget to always slow down anytime that you are driving and then there is snow. You always have to make sure that you slow down no matter what. Just don't speed. and then be more observant around your surrounding. So whenever you are driving and then there is snow, always make sure that you always observe your surrounding or environment. And then you always, when you see the snow plows room, you always have to give them room to work as well. So don't try to block them or something, because they are trying to make sure that they clear the road for our own safety as well. And do you know what? Do you know you should reduce your speed? So as I talk about the speed reduction, so by 1/3 on wet roads, and by 1/2 on a half more on snowpack roads. So when there's snowpack, this is how you should go about it. Make sure you don't drive like you're driving on the dry land. So let's take for instance, if you would normally be traveling at the speed of 60 on a dry pavement, then on a wet road you should reduce your speed to 40, and then on a snowpack road you should reduce your speed to 30. So that's one thing that you should always have to put in your mind. No speeding. You say winter driving is dangerous. We shouldn't forget about that. Winter driving is dangerous and can be terrifying, even for well seasoned motorists. Like all season motorists, don't think that you have the best tire. You have what do you call it? Your car is big and can do this. Always make sure, even if you protect yourself, or even your car is big and you can slide up the road, think about the other passenger or the other person that you're going to hit with your car. So always make sure that we all drive with care whenever it's winter. So it says if the winter is bad, like when it's really bad and you know you're not going to do nothing, we always advise that you stay home. So make sure you stay home whenever the road is bad, and when you're trying to drive and it's the condition. I think it's only emergency people that they have to go to, like the medical people, the police, the fire. Those people, they have to be there for our own safety. So I would say you only go out if it's necessary. And then driving in winter weather takes extra effort. It's best to stay safe and not drive. So winter driving is all about slowing down and then giving yourself plenty of distance between vehicle in front and then to the side of your vehicle as well. So you always make sure that when you're driving during winter time, you just give yourself enough time, and then the distance. Don't go closer to cars. Some people do tailgating all the time, but in winter time I'll just advise that you don't do that. Give yourself more distance between you and the next car, because in case the other car just hits something or slide off the road, you make sure that you can stop before you get to that side. So you always have to make time, and then make sure you don't, when you don't see the lines, try to create enough room for yourself so that you don't block somebody or come in the other person's lane as well. So we should make sure, and then we should also keep in mind that bridges and overpass also freeze first. So we just have to make sure that we lower our speed so that we can account for poor tractions as well. So we should make sure that we don't press on the accelerator pedal with full, always when we're driving. We should always make sure that we just take our time whenever it's snowing, because if you want to go out and come back home, it depends on yourself on how you want to do it as well. So I'm saying that these are some of the things that we should also keep in mind as well when driving the snow conditions. Always make sure that don't think that your car is the best, you are driving the fastest car or any other thing. Just make sure that you do something that protects everybody. So make sure that you just don't go that speed, you stay away, you don't tailgate people. Make sure that you give yourself more time to drive, and don't forget that if it doesn't worth it, don't go out. Just stay indoor, just stay in your house. If it doesn't worth it for you to go, just stay in the house. So I hope you are enjoying the views and how it look like when it snow in Columbus, Ohio. And I would say we started our journey from Dublin, and then we're going to continue to Worthington from there, and then we head to Columbus, Ohio. So this is how the journey is going to be like. So I hope you all going to like it as well. Share it and just try to keep these safety tips. If you're living in America where the snow comes in, make sure you have those tips as well, so that you can just take these cautions whenever you are driving in the snow. And then when you also visit America and you are driving, make sure you just follow the same tips, and it's going to help you a lot. Just don't forget, take your time, leave the house early, make sure you have more gas in your tank as well, make sure your lights are also working, good tires. Don't forget about that. And also keep up with your maintenance as well, so that everything will be okay for you, because you can't afford to break down the side of the road. So you always have to keep up with your maintenance as well. So I'll just say you just have to keep on watching it, keep on watching this video, and then I'll just keep quiet for you to just enjoy yourself as you watch this video. Thank you once again for clicking on this video and watching it. Thank you for supporting my channel all the time. I really appreciate you guys, and thank you for all the likes and share that you've been giving me, and all the favorite comments that you give to me all the time. Thank you, and I'll see